Hi, Sherry. I don't have a journal to share today, but I wanted to show you these books that I bought. I have the idea that I'm going to gut them and make them into journals. So, but now I don't know. They are just so nice. So this one here, the Patchwork, is 1913, and it doesn't have color drawings. Apparently the very first editions did have color artwork, but it became too expensive to publish them. And I didn't even know that there were all these other Oz stories. And apparently L. Frank Baum wrote the first ones, but then after he passed away, there were other authors that the company hired to write some of the stories. So I have not read them, but I want to. There are still beautiful illustrations in them. They're just pen and ink. So, and they're pretty big. I mean, they're really, and they're in good shape. They don't, the pages don't crack when they're folded. So, let's see, like this is what the size is for most of them. This is 7 inches wide, and it is about 9 1/4 tall. So that's a lot. This one is called The Magic of Oz, and again, illustrations are very nice. This spine has a little bit of damage, so I thought maybe I would gut this one first and see if I could make a journal without, ruining the beautiful binding on it. Beautiful artwork on the cover. And I believe I probably, since there's such an early date, I can probably Xerox that, not Xerox, but scan them. So, the monkeys, the scary monkeys. And this one is 1919. This one, Glinda of Oz. It's in good shape. I like the illustration on this spine also. It's kind of scary, some of it, but there's our little group. The Tin Man. That must be Dorothy. And this one, I think, was 1920. But you see, I don't know if I can gut this. Now this one here, The Lost Princess of Oz, is 1917 is the copyright. And this is actually the paper cover that came with it. It was $1.50. And then there's the hardcover. But it's apparently quite rare to get them with this paper cover still on it. And again, beautiful illustrations, still black and white. There's a lot more of illustrations than I can just show with the flipping through. But I just love that cover. And I don't know, it is beautiful. It's interesting how Dorothy is a blonde. And this one here, Grandpa in Oz. This is 1924. And this is by Ruth Plumley Thompson. Founded on and continuing the famous Oz stories by L. Frank Baum. And this one was the most expensive. I I think I paid $30 for it in a thrift store. There's a little bit of damage here. Now, if these were first editions, I would definitely not gut them, but they are not first editions. And I just fell in love with the artwork. This is the last one that I have. I have 6. The Tin Woodman of Oz. I just love the color here. And this was 1918 copyright. And there he is, the Woodman. The Tin Man. There's no illustration here. I think these came from an estate sale. Beautiful illustration. Princess Dorothy. Alright, well I don't know. This is the thickest one. It's got 281 papers, but it's thick paper. It's like construction paper. See, it's pretty sturdy. Fold it back and forth a couple times. Doesn't break off. Oops, this one is almost 7 1/4 by 9 1/2. Well, anyway, that's my conundrum. What to do? All right, thanks for looking. I just thought they were interesting, very interesting and beautiful. And I didn't know there was a whole other world out there of Oz.